So this is our new homeless spot. We got to cut down all this plant life. She's got some good tools to cut down all this plant life, make it easy for us. This spot is in the cut. Don't nobody know where we at. This is a really good stealth homeless spot. Okay, we're gonna stay here for at least 3 months, stack up some cheddar and live better later. Go get a nice hotel and stack up our credit when we get the hotel. I mean, there should be no reason why we get caught here. I mean, look at this spot. It's so dense. Look at this. We're getting really excited to set everything up. And honestly, we've been homeless before, so this is nothing. This is way easier than last time. Last time we were homeless, we didn't know what to do. Now we're trained and adept. We have skills. We know how to survive. We just had to find a good spot. That's honestly the hardest thing. Is just find a spot that's out the way that nobody knows about. That's mission accomplished. So now we're just gonna set up everything. We're gonna take our time to cut down all this life that's in our way with the tent. We're gonna do that while we still at the hotel, and then just come back here and set up the tent.
Yo, call me a hater if you want to call me a hater, but nothing pisses me off more than this damn couple, bro. Like, I feel it in my soul that I just want to smack the lights out of this man's face. This shit is crazy, bro. And listen, AG Tactical is all for new leaves and starting a new life and figuring something out. But these two are your biggest scam artists you've seen in a long time, bro. The biggest. You know those people at the side of the highway selling roses? Then they have their child on the side holding a sign saying like, oh, my sister died of cancer. Please help us. You know those people, right? This couple gives me the same disgusting feeling that I feel when I see those people on the side of the road. The biggest scam artists of shit. 2022, 2023, 2024, 25, and 26. They've been doing this. They've been at this for a while. Now, this is specifically why I don't like them, because I supported them at the beginning. You know, not monetarily, thankfully, but I watched their videos and I was cheering on for them. Now, if you guys don't know the name of this couple, they're called the Fullestness. Fullest, N-E-S-S. And they're a homeless couple. But the whole thing about their videos is that we're going to escape the matrix and we're going to be homeless to stack our money and we'll be better off in the future. That's the whole game plan. And that's what he sells the audience. But they've been doing this now for at least 3 or 4 years and they're still homeless. And his girlfriend looks like she's eating really well. Man, these are scammers, bro. They piss me off so much. So today, I just wanted to go through Wonderland of the Fullestness and kind of show you how they're scamming their audience. And I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys have heard of these people before. Let's go ahead and let's check out their shit. I almost said their Instagram. Let's go ahead and check out their TikTok, right? Because they're always homeless and then moving into a hotel and then homeless again. And then moving into a hotel and then homeless again. Are you on drugs or what? Anyways, let's go ahead and check this out. First clip.
I'm never getting a 9 to 5, and here's why. 9 to 5ers would have to work 120 hours to get 3 incomes, when I only have to work for 14. Our income can grow without requiring more hours of labor. That is crazy. So if someone with a 9 to 5, right, they have to work 4 jobs, right? Because we get paid on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, and her service. That's 4 different incomes. Somebody that's working a 9 to 5, it's not even possible for them to work 4 jobs. And then they only can work 5 days unless they do overtime. We can work 7 days a week with ease. It takes me, what, an hour, maybe 2 hours to edit a video.
And I don't think you should be telling your fans that, bro. Like, what are you talking about? What I will say this, you know, the Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, they do have a lot of followers. But the craziest thing is that's still not enough for him. It's still not enough. He has to pimp his wife out on the O to the F website so that they could really pay their bills. So overall, this man is getting fed and paid for by his woman. But you want to be the prophet, the leader that breaks people out of this 9 to 5, and there's so many streams of income. Man, you got your girlfriend busting her coochie open online. That's why you guys are in the place you are right now. You got your friend busting that shit wide open online. And you talking about how you got the plan? No, it kind of sounds like she got the plan. Let's continue. Let's continue to hear this bullshit.
So 2 hours every day, let's just say 2 hours, right? Every day for 7 days, that's 14 hours, right? Is that good, man? 14 hours a week, every week, compared to someone, in contrast to someone working 40 hours. Say we both getting $100 a day, right? And you work 5 days a week at your 9 to 5, so that's 500 by the end of the week, just without taxes and stuff, right? I work 14 hours to get the same, and you work 40. Now, I can times mine by 4 because I just post the same video, or times 3 because I just post the same video on Facebook and TikTok. So now that's times 3 working the same amount of hours.
Brother, my brother in Christ, you are a fucking bum, sir. You are a bum. And one thing about his girlfriend, I feel like she's a little bit more savvy than she leads on to be. I think she's really feeding him. I think her popping her coochie open online is what's really the breadwinner. Just being honest with you. Okay? People want to see what that homeless coochie look like. I'm just being honest with you, okay? You're over here talking about some bullshit about how you could just repeat the same video from website to website. Meanwhile, you see her on the computer in the background going crazy. So is she the one that's posting those videos 3 times across the websites, or is it you? Oh, man. I know motherfuckers like this, bro. We all know a motherfucker like this. A guy who has the plan but never employs the plan. And you always find some sad fuck who's mentally deficient in some way, who's sad enough to follow them and think that they have the answers. Sweetheart, I'm talking to the girlfriend. He does not have the answers. Anyway, let's move forward. I want to show you what video went viral. I believe this video was posted, or a variation of this video was posted about 2 years ago. And this is what got me on the train. I was hyped up for them. I was like, oh my God, this is so sweet. They rented out a storage unit and started living there to get on their feet. And again, I'm all for it. Live in a van, rent out a storage unit, work 4 jobs. Let's get out of poverty as soon as possible. I'm all for it. Whatever you got to do. Until I started to realize that this was a scam. And these are some lazy pieces of shit. Oh, this couple pisses me off. Let me show you this clip. Let me show you this this video they posted that essentially got them kicked out of the unit as well. Let's check this out. We live in a storage unit. Stay here during the day and stay here during the night. It's below freezing. And there's their tent. Fucking bums.
Mud seeping through the tent floor.
Now back to the unit after surviving the night.
They also have power here, so we can charge our power bank. They added a lock on there because of us.
So initially, everybody was in support. I was reading the comments. I was one of the commenters. You know, everybody was in support. Like, yeah, you guys, hey, it looks nice in there. It looks cozy. You guys are going to get on your feet. And they never do. So now they kind of realize that the people are starting to get antsy about, you know, them getting on their feet. Like, what's happening? You're still homeless. So then they start talking about buying an RV. When I say they, I mean him. He starts talking about, well, you know, rent is really a trap and we don't want to get caught up in the rat race. We're just going to buy an RV, guys. So let's go homeless again so that we can have enough money. And then I was watching one of them with my sister because I was like, look at these crazy fucking idiots. Alexa, check this out. I was watching it with her and she said, this is probably their content front. They're probably doing this as homeless people, and they have a whole house at home, because there's no way that your girl is popping her coochie open on the internet, getting paid for it, right? You have a YouTube channel with like 300,000 followers, a TikTok with 300 some thousand followers. You have all these followers and you can't afford to live in a house? They're lying, right? But hold on, let me move forward and show you when they kind of start to realize that people are getting a bit antsy about their situation. Like, we're not going to keep supporting this. This is what they had to say in response to that.
Yeah, and people keep saying that's enough to get rent. Like, y'all still don't get it, man. Like,
right.
We need money. We're trying to get an RV, okay?
This is our story. This is what we want. We're not taking... I'm sorry. We are perfectly fine.
You could tell her head is full of air. I'm not trying to be mean or nothing. Her head is full of air. I will say one thing. He has the charisma of speaking, because her ass just stands there like, oh, what? Hi. You want to see my titties? That's pretty much all she does. That's pretty much it. Listen, bro. Do you guys notice that he always frames her in the video a certain way? She's always going to be in the video. Even when he's doing this thing about never having a job, she's in the background. When they're doing a live, her chest, her titties are all in the camera. She's front and center. That's by design. Another YouTube had picked that up and he made that comment. So this is not an original thought. But I do agree. He's pimping her out to the highest degree. He's trying to get some conversions so they could go and check out her services. And also on top of this, apparently he's okay that she can, go and fuck somebody else as well. He's cool. She's experiencing herself. That's what he said. Man, the man is selling coochie. We all seen this play before. We've all seen it. You come from the hood or whatever, you seen this move before. And I feel like she's too airheaded to realize. But anyway, let's hear let's hear about their story about buying an RV and being free from the Matrix.
We don't want an apartment. It is a financial liability. We are not going to spend thousands of dollars a year on rent, just living paycheck to paycheck. That's insane, and it's just not for us.
We're trying to rise above it, okay? And that's why when y'all come on live and stuff and y'all watching this, I try to teach y'all, man, like, I know we got to make it first for y'all to listen to us. You know what I mean? But listen, I know how to move,
we'll get
man.
There.
I know how to move. I want to help people, man, at least know that you're a cog of capitalism and know what you into, because we don't want to be like that. And I had a job, man. I was working.
You're in the cog of capitalism and we want to break that. We want to rise above it. This is a cult leader. Listen, I come from the church. I know how to pinpoint a cult leader. If there's anybody on this planet that is certified to spot cult leaders, is AG Tactical. You know what I mean? And most of my religious people who grew up religiously and been through certain things, y'all can attest to that as well. You know what I'm saying? This guy's a cult leader. He has this is the type of person who has these big ideologies that can shape and change the world as we know it. Right? Whenever there's somebody like that, you have to think really strong and carefully about what their end goal truly is. Because there's always going to be this smooth talking, ideology having, slick talking person that's going to change the whole world as it is, or at least change the world for his followers. That's who this guy is. He's a scam artist. He's a con artist. And I really want to say he has amazing potential to be a cult leader. Very good potential. Amazing potential to be a cult leader. Let's continue.
I've worked all my life. I've had so many jobs. I've lost so many jobs because they're just not me. I was working there and I'm on a leader type time. And then I start realizing, like, when I go to a job, just take over, man, because I'm a leader. I like to lead. So I start going to jobs and I was like, okay, I want to be a manager. I want to, be higher up. And I started doing a really good job there because I used to go to jobs and be like, I don't want to do this. I just been learning myself, man. So like as time goes on, you know,
A 30-some-year-old man learning himself. Fuck. Listen, bro, there ain't much more learning to do before you croak. So hopefully you get that learning done pretty soon. 30-some-year-old man talking about I'm learning myself. Motherfucker, that's what a 21-year-old says. You're still learning yourself.
I've gotten better with the jobs, but point trying to make is I've always had a job. Okay, I've always been working. Nobody's lazy. We've had jobs. I had to have a job. I wasn't making money on TikTok. I wasn't making money from all this other stuff, so I was working, and I got a son. My son need money, like.
So that's pretty much it. People are starting to realize that the facade is cracking. And if you hear my dryer in the background, I'm sorry. The facade is cracking. And oh, this couple pisses me off so much. I see them pop up on my For You page on Instagram sometimes and on TikTok. I hate them. I don't hate them, but I hate them. You know what I mean? Holy fuck, they piss me off so bad. You guys let me know what you think in the comments. This is the definition of somebody who wants everything to be perfect and not work for it. I despise motherfuckers like that. Maybe I was raised up to be a hard worker, but even if you weren't raised up to be a hard worker, trial and error in life explains to you that hard work reaps benefits every single time, majority of the time. I hate a person who tries to go around that. You are a fucking scum of the earth. But anyways, I'll see you guys real soon. Check out the main channel because, we popping off over there. Peace.